Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. Well, guys, I'm in Memphis. As you've seen from the video before, got here last night, just got situated and stuff today. Had a lot of things going on, a lot of different places I've seen, and a lot of video I've recorded that I will be uploading all this week. But speaking of video, tonight, I want to talk a little bit about the Skycop cameras. Now, I seen them today for the first time and didn't really pay attention yesterday when I got here. It was kind of rainy, but it cleared up a little bit today. But when I seen them, I was like, what are those? And they was like, oh, those are the Skycop cameras that are the surveillance, and the person that was talking to me mentioned Tyree Nichols. Like, yeah, that's what recorded him get. And when I looked at it, the first thing I noticed is there are two different types. Some of them have the dome, cameras on them that hang over, like with the dome on them, the little plexiglass dome. Some of them had, just basic cameras pointing in different directions. So I was like, okay, it's multiple variants. But the thing that's crazy is when I seen them, how big they were. And the light, you have a flashing blue police light on the side that's constantly flashing. Now, in Houston, I've seen that before, in parking lots, like Walmart parking lots and stuff like that. And some of you guys have seen them too, where they have, it's like a little trailer they put up, and it's like crime prevention with the little sirens and stuff up there. I never seen it do anything except flashlights as a security deterrent. But before I get into what I'm thinking about, I want to play this excerpt real fast, and it's going to, be a prelude into what I'm going to talk about tonight about these cameras. And it's a 1-minute video, and it came out 11 months ago by I forgot what news cam. I think it was ABC, but they were talking about are they really worth it, and is crime going down? So I'm playing this now. If you're in Memphis, where I'm at right now, you've seen this before, but this is for my subscribers and viewers in other countries and other states that haven't seen this. So let me play this real fast, and I'm gonna really get into it because, guys, I think it's something that I really want to talk about, and I think you guys might be interested in it. So let's roll this clip.
Top cameras. I was on a flight from Phoenix to Memphis last night, and as we were landing, a passenger looked down on our city for the first time and asked, "What's with all the flashing blue lights everywhere?" He had a point. The sea of blue lights can make us look like a city under siege. I told him about the massive Skycop program that started 10 years ago, how there are more than 2,000 cameras now that cost at least $10 million and are supposed to deter crime. He said, that's great, but are they working? Well, kudos to the Daily Memphian, which recently put together the exact data on all of this. In 2010, before many cameras were installed, Memphis reported about 1,500 crimes per 100,000 people. But in 2020, with thousands of Skycop cams monitoring our streets and almost our every move, violent crime is up 57% to 2,351 per 100,000 people. Police reports only mention the cameras in less than 3% of last year's 74,000 crimes. They're mentioned in just one of the 228 killings. Yet we keep buying these cameras from Skycop, which, did I mention, a former Memphis police sergeant helped invent and who is now a Skycop vice president? It's time for us to ask, are these Skycop cams really worth the money, or are they giving us a false sense of security? Not to mention giving visitors a bad first impression of our city.
Okay, guys, that was the video clip, and I wanted to play that first before I went into this. Guys, I'm going to show you something. Now, before I show you this video that I took personally, and the reason why I'm talking about this, let me tell you a little bit about these sky cams from the research that I've done and some of the stuff that some of my friends here that I've made have told me about it. Now, they said the city has spent millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to make this, to make these cameras, put these cameras in populated areas and all this stuff. Supposedly, there are over 2,000 of these cameras. Now, I'm not going to lie. Everywhere I went, I've seen them. Just from the little part of area that I've seen so far in Memphis. So, I mean, they're out there, and you can't help but see them. I mean, they blink. It's really, I mean, that blue light is strong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's something that, if it's near one of your windows or something, you would know it's out there. And from any distance in any direction, you do see it. But the three things that these cameras are supposed to do is, the first one is to deter crime. deter disturbances in real time, right? Detect disturbances in real time. And the third one is to deploy law enforcement in real time. Some of the things that they can do, which I think is amazing, is they can speak a pre-recorded message directly through the device while they're watching you on camera. So say like you go somewhere you ain't supposed to be and you jump over a fence in private property, they can push a record button, say, hey, you're not supposed to be in there. This is the Memphis PD. Get out immediately, and then push stop, and then it will record, and it will relay through the thing in real time almost. So I think that was cool. Another thing is they can detect and collect important information to help with prosecution on crimes that they see through these things. Another thing that I thought was cool is if you take a look right here, you can see that it's a big movie theater like situation with a bunch of people in there just watching screens at all times. Now, the way it's set up, if you look at it, it reminds me of what a casino security camera setup would be. Meaning the camera might pan for about 30 seconds, you know, and then go to something else, because 2,000 cameras, there's not 2,000 screens in there. So I think it's set up like that, where it'll take a specific amount of time of how long it's going to record something, and then to go to another camera in that immediate vicinity unless it strikes something. But I don't know. I mean, that's me just thinking with common sense. That's how it would run. But the reason why I brought this up is the Scorpion 5, right? The ones that was dealing with Tyree Nichols. As bright as those lights are and where they sit at, I don't even think they, you know, remember we were saying there was a camera there and they did it in front of the camera? Some of these cameras sit up really high. And like I've recorded looking at one of them tonight, and it sits pretty high up in the air, but that blue beacon light, you can't help but not see that. And my thing is this: either they didn't care, or they just was too much into fighting on this man to even notice that they was up there. How did you not see that? And you know you was probably being watched because y'all was out there for a while. And all of the stuff that they was doing with him out there that was unpoliced-like, it makes me think, like I said in other videos, these dudes were just doing whatever they went out there because nobody was, they wasn't getting in trouble for that. They was just getting in trouble for losing stuff out there, and like typical things like, you know, police stuff, issue stuff they losing in the street, and, you know, failing to do like written paperwork and stuff like that. But the stuff that they really should have been monitored on, they wasn't being looked at as that. And getting back to these cameras, guys, I'll play the video up here again. You can see that thing is very bright. And my thing is, if they were watching that camera, they could have spoke through that like, hey, y'all going to arrest them or what? And that's the thing I understand. These 5 individuals that did this to Tyree Nichols, you know, at the end of the video, they show them flashing up there. I think they just seen it. I'm like, yo, I know you had a bunch of people trying to apprehend this man, but at any given time, 2 or 3 people were on him, and there was always somebody standing around. Nobody still took enough common sense to look over there and say, hey, it's a camera over there or anything. And them things pick up sound too. And that's the thing that's going to be crucial. I think the reason why Desmond Mills' attorney tried to halt the tapes is because he's trying to mount his defense a certain way, and that camera up there, you know, once they know what the camera can and can't do, they don't want to put that out in the public yet because it might be incriminating to them. And I think that's one of the reasons why they stopped holding up the tapes right now, which I think is BS, because I mean, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and it ain't no defense to get around that. But guys, honestly, man, I think, I mean, how crazy can you be? I seen it. I'm like, yo, what is that? For them to be so hell-bent on doing destructive, you know, policing or whatever, and not see it, man, it's crazy. And it's just one of them things where I think, you know, I know it's going to come up in trial. It's going to. And just to see them up close, it's just mind-boggling how they was doing all that stuff with that camera there. I mean, but that's it for this story, and I just thought it was interesting to bring it up. Now, you guys that are Memphians, you know about the cameras. But I mean, everybody else that follows my channel And I came out here and I told, you guys, my subscribers, I was going to videotape and make a lot of videos that, aren't really on the thing. Because, I mean, a lot of people wanted answers to find out, the situation with Tyree Nichols of how these cops could do that. And like, I mean, that right there is beyond me. I mean, this thing flashes a blue light 24 hours a day. And it's no way they've seen that. And I don't know how many are in that area. I haven't visited the area yet. But guys, I mean, this is stupid. I mean, you got to be dumb to be doing that in front of that camera. But as always, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. A lot of y'all saying that, I mean, like the report said, crime hasn't went down, it's went up. Now, I know police can't be everywhere at once. And, sometimes crime fluctuates up and down, from city to city. But, I mean, millions of dollars for this thing. I mean, and it's rarely being mentioned in crimes that are reported or crimes that are solved. I don't know. But as always, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm in Memphis. I'll announce the meet and greet tomorrow, where it's going to be at. I'm happy to be here. And so far, I like the city, man. And I appreciate the love everybody has shown me. I've been recognized by 2 people, too. That's strange. You know what I mean? It's BB, a small YouTuber. But anyway, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.